Doc Ellis, the Pittsburgh Pirates have a commanding lead in the National League East, and it's good and it can also be bad.
Yes, we do, and sometimes, like last year, I think we had an 11 and a half game lead, and we dropped to about 4. Sometimes you become lackadaisical when you get this type of lead, and but I feel like we're better off there now anyway.
Do you feel that you have the horses to stay in there for a good stretch run?
I feel that we do have the horses. I mean, they proved that on paper and on the field. We got a real good hitting team, if not the best in baseball, and as long as you can put them out, we got 9 guys on the bench that can play every day on a lot of teams, and we just got a good all-around team.
And of course, it's confidence to go out there knowing you have the hitting power that you do behind you.
Right, and also confidence in some of the players. Like year before last, we got to the playoffs and we were all young. We weren't experienced with that so-called pressure thing. Last year we won it all, and this year everyone just seems, we're just pros, champions. That's the feeling I have.
Well, Doc, good luck to you and the Pirates, and from the looks of things, you're going to have no problem. But I hope that the lead doesn't put the team to sleep.
Baseball's a funny thing. Thank you.
Okay, we're rolling. Manny Sanguillen, you have a great lead in the National League East, but sometimes a lead can worry players.
Yeah, which you see, you really see, you worry too much, maybe hurt you a lot. See, you don't worry too much, maybe hurt you too. So you have to doing this thing, you know what I mean? You've been doing all year to going down there, put out together, work hard, and don't forget when you play, all the team is strong, you know what I mean? You have to go and try to beat anybody you can, because that's the only way you can make it.
Did you expect such a large lead this early in the year?
Well, I tell you the truth, you have a team like St. Louis and Chicago, New York, really, and the VC and the O's. It's really hard to go in this way because you have a great ball play, and good pitching, and really you have to feel really good when you go in that kind of lead, because the kind of team O's have, O's getting tough, and I hope so you continue this way.
Oh, Manny, you handle a pretty good pitching staff. You don't have the guys that go the distance all the time, but they do come up winners, and you've got a good bullpen.
Yes, that is true. Some people don't believe we have a good pitcher staff because we don't have a pitcher to win over 20 or 25. But for the last 4 years, the pitcher has been doing great. Yeah, this is like Blast win 18, Doc Ellis win 19, and Blast win 15. And Moose is doing great job, and Walker too. You see, and I will have a Nelson Browse, and Doc Ellis was leading her, and they're doing great job. And the kid is gonna pitch tonight, Keystone, and I will have a really nice pitcher. You see, Blast was the hero last year in the World Series. Plus, I have one of the best stuff in the bullpen today, yesterday, and Miller, Ramon Hernandez, and Johnson. All these guys doing great job.
Manny, as a catcher, you are said to be one of the very best in the business. What's it like behind that plate for you? What's the thrill of catching?
Well, I tell you the truth, it's so hard, and you have so much thing to do it, really. It's like a quarterback and another word from football, you have to watch every little thing, because you're making one mistake, that's when you lose, You try to put it all together, I try to control the game the way you're supposed to be, and that's a way to go and catch it. Plus, you get tired, and you get sometimes disappointed, because sometimes you can throw, sometimes you can run, sometimes you can hit. Really, it's a hard job to do. But you have so much responsibility because the money you put it out on you,
Right. And your hitting, you take pride in your hitting also. You have a pretty good stick.
Well, I tell you, I had to give it thank you the money here, because it was my hitting coach before he come in the money, for 3 years, and Clemente be helping me a lot. The other guy helped me a lot was Manny Mora and Mario Alu. Pagan talked to me about it every time. I really appreciate it when somebody tell me something about it.
Well, good luck to you in the National League East, and here's hoping for another World Series victory.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice, thank you. How have you been? Yes, sir. Bill, having a lead this early in the season is comfortable, and you'd rather have it than not, but it can also work against you. Man, and having the talent that you have, it's also necessary to coordinate it. And did you have any apprehensions coming in and keeping this cohesive unit together?
Well, I think I had a little better situation than some other outsider coming in. I've been with the club for the last 4 years. I know the personnel. The personnel knows me. They know pretty well what to expect from me. So I didn't really have a great deal of problems in regard to their personalities and my personalities, trying to learn back and forth. I really didn't. I haven't seen any problems, and they haven't seemed to crop up. So I think it's worked out pretty well. I'd rather have a bunch of guys that can win and then have to struggle.
Right.
If they're next to us, if they're in second place, they're the one I worry about. There's 3 or 4 good clubs in our league besides ourselves, and it doesn't take too much to put a 10-game winning streak together. Mm-hmm. And if we happen to have a bad stretch during that time, you can lose 5, 6, 7 games pretty quick. So you can't really get overconfident until you got a 10-game lead with 9 to go.
And what's the latest word on Roberto Clemente?
Well, it's a day-to-day thing. He's had some Achilles tendons problems, and he can't seem to get them back where they feel right, and he's just taking time to try to exercise them and work them and stretch them and build them up, and it's kind of like a spring training program with him. He's been out now, hasn't played any games for almost a month, and when you're out that long, why, it takes a while, and especially at 37 years old, it's going to take him a little longer than ordinarily, and we just hope sometime in the near future that he'll get them back in shape and then we'll be able to play.
So there's really no truth to the rumor that he would possibly be out for the rest of the season?
Well, to my knowledge, there's nothing. Now that doesn't count it out. It could happen, I guess, but we're not really planning on that right now.
Well, Bill, good luck to you. You're off to one heck of a lead, and here's hoping that you maintain it.
Thank you very much.
Over Stargell, when you moved to first base, you needed a little time to give your knees some healing time after the operation. How are the knees now, and how has the change been for you?
Well, as far as the knees at this particular point, they're fine because it needed about the middle of July to really recuperate from the extensiveness of the operation that I had. And at the time that I made the move to first base, at least I was given the move to first base, it was, as far as I was concerned, it was a great thing as far as help the speediness of my recovery. Now my knees are fine, and if necessary, I can go back in the outfield and play play without any reservations, which is the most important thing, because when you're out there dealing with the misery that these operations do tend to leave you with, and it takes a little of the fun out of the game. It's a matter of grinding, and I'm sure you're well aware of this. But it's a job you have to do, and you just program your mind accordingly.
Looking at the National League East right now, you have a commanding lead. There's a long way to go, as you've said, but you're probably comfortable with this lead. Do you worry about being motivated to stay in there and to play every day with such a championship? Now, no one picked you to do it last year, but you did, and now you're champions. That gives you an extra added incentive, I'd imagine.
Well, I tell you, that taste of honey that we had last year, it just makes that thirst a little bit stronger the next year to want to go out and redo the entire situation. It was a wonderful thrill for me because it's the first I've ever been in, and it was a childhood dream for me, and it came true, and just the fact of being there was such a thrilling week for me, and to be in a position to do it again, I feel that I'd be cheating myself to give less than 100% each and every moment that I can to go out to try and repeat the performances that we encountered last year.
Are you satisfied with your hitting this year? Things are going very well for you personally and the club.
Well, this is true, and whenever I'm driving in runs, that means a lot of runs are being scored, and when you score a lot of runs, you're going to win a lot of ball games. So I have to be happy with the way things are going personally, and more than anything, I think the thing that I always feel that the club is number one, and at the end of the year, I'll see what I've done personally to help the ball club. And if we win, then I like to feel that I've done my share.
Making this club number one, how would you describe it? What are the positive effects?
I think probably the one big thing about our ball club is that we have such a tremendous bench. To take a Clemente out and leave him out for 6 weeks and still have the commanding lead that we have. Anybody can come out of our lineup, and we have 2 or 3 guys that can do the job, and I mean, just not do an adequate job, but do a superb job. We have what we call 2 teams. We'd like to think sometime if we had an inter-squad game between the 2 teams that we have here, which team would actually win. That's just how powerful we are, and this is the big asset for our club, to have someone injured and we have another guy to come in at that given situation and do the job.
Well, Willie, thank you very much, and continued success to you personally and team-wise.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure, Hawk.
last of the season and sweeping 4 against San Diego. I hope that this is a booster to bigger things.
Well, we came out of there very excited about everything. We got a little help from Atlanta against Cincinnati. I think we were all just a little depressed because we didn't do a little bit better job against Cincinnati, because we would have liked to have taken at least 2 out of 3 from them, and could have too, and we just didn't do it. But to go into San Diego and to slice the lead back to 8 at the time when it's seemingly a lot of people were giving up on us, it was a shot in the arm for us, and hopefully a shot in the arm for all the other people who are interested in us.
Now, with these 3 series coming up, Pittsburgh, Chicago, and St. Louis, you should pretty much know where you are as far as what you're going to do in a stretch run situation.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind, and I don't think there's any doubt in anybody else's mind on the Dodgers, that we really have our work cut out for us in the next 2 weeks. And probably you could extend that to 3 weeks, because these clubs are tougher to beat in their own park where we go next than they are here. And I think that probably this is the hump for us. If we can make a good showing against these guys and make up a little bit more ground, seemingly we've always been a September ball club, and if we can get out of this month of August, say down to 5 or 6 ball games out, then I think very definitely it's going to be a typical Wild West in September, and hopefully we can make the same kind of run we did last year, only kind of reverse the circumstances just a little and have us finish one up.
How's your arm at this point of the season?
Well, I've never felt better. Since May the 15th of 1971, I haven't had an ailment of any kind, barring the sniffles every now and then, but my arm feels great. I'm not tired. I don't think that there's a pitcher on our club that feels any tiredness or any soreness now. It's because of the 5-man rotation and scheduling, but we're all primed and set for that stretch drive.
Well, John, good luck to you.
Thank you, Tommy. We hope that this series is the start of a nice 6-week period when we can all be happy.
Don't blush.
Okay.
All right, serious.
Stand up straight, you're leaning.
How's that?
Sorry, but your head's caught.
Well, I got to